Hello everyone. Today I would like to read out the ninth chapter titled The Approvals from my manuscript, The Map and the Eraser. This story is entirely fictional. Any resemblance to real person living or dead or to actual events is purely coincidental. I'll read out the story. While the children were walking down the silent roads of Diplomatic Enclave, the stray dogs were barking outside. One of the stray dogs had entered the marked territory of another group. With a greedy intention, it tried to grab the little bit of food they had gathered with great difficulty. The group retaliated and the stray dog ran away. And then there was sadness in the musical notes of the bird. Raju said, "We must do something for those birds in the cage." Haider said, "We just saw one wounded bird there. I'm not sure how many more birds are lying there wounded." Gabriel said, "They are not even trying to release themselves from the cage. It looks like they have lost hopes of being freed." Bintang said, "Yes, I'm not sure for how many years those innocent birds have been in the cage." Raju emphasized, "I'm going to talk to my father about this." Aaron said, "That will not make any difference. The rules are hard to break. But yes, we can try. I'll also talk to my father." Jiao said, "Yes, we should. They have been in the cages for so long, cut off from their world. How can they even be carrying secret messages now? They are harmless. We must make an effort to release them." They all agreed and decided to speak to their fathers. Ravikant was already back home from work. Raju said, "Good evening, Papa." Ravikant replied, "These days you have been spending a lot of time in the park. It looks like you've made some new friends." Raju said, "Yes, lots of friends. All my classmates are my friends now. Today I also made friends with Tina." Ravikant said, "Okay, that's nice. What about your assignment? Have you completed it?" Raju replied, "No, we are still working on it. We plan to do it as a group assignment. We've requested Mrs. Mehta. She has to get the head of the department's approval." Ravikant said, "Group work is nice, but approvals, they take a long time." Raju said, "We'll get to know tomorrow." Then he asked, "Papa, do you know there is a cage in this colony?" He began narrating the story. Ravikant said sternly, "This is not for children to decide. There is a reason why they are caged. They have been thoughtfully put inside the cage." He added, "Freshen up and study. All the best with the map assignment." Raju continued, "Some of them are wounded. There are a group of dogs outside the gate, sorry. They should be put in those cages and tamed. Tina's pet Buddy is such a cute dog. They can also become like Buddy if trained well." Ravikant said, "Raju, it's already late. Freshen up and finish your schoolwork." Raju asked again, "Papa, what about the birds?" Ravikant replied, "Go and study, Raju. Try to complete your task. Then we'll have dinner together." This was not just the conversation in Raju's home, but almost in all 14 houses of the diplomatic enclave that day. The children were left with hardly any hope that the birds would be released from the cage, but they had tried their best. The next day at school, in the head of the department's office, Mrs. Mehta and Mrs. Aarti Nair were discussing the project. Mrs. Mehta said, "The students of class 6A intend to do this as a group project." Mrs. Nair said, "How will you grade them?" Mrs. Mehta said, "Yes, that's why I was hesitant because of the grading part." She continued, "Maybe I can grade them based on their contribution execution. Perhaps we can introduce a new parameter for grading. I see that the students are interacting more with each other through this project, something we've been trying to encourage for a long time." Mrs. Nair said, "If that is the intention, go for it. You have my approval. I'll send you an email with the formal confirmation. We can decide on the new grading pattern." Mrs. Mehta walked away happily. As she walked through the corridor, she could hear the chatter of class 6A. She entered the classroom. There was the usual exchange of greetings. "I have good news for you," she announced. "You can all work in a group for the project. Each one of you will have to contribute. You'll be assessed based on your contributions, and accordingly you'll be graded." The students of class 6A looked at each other and smiled. It was a usual day at school, and the quiet eraser was slowly working in the background, carefully erasing whatever it could, both intentionally and unintentionally. That's all for the day. Do let me know your thoughts about the story by writing in the comment section. Thanks for watching and thanks for your time.